to day 4 of your Pilates 10 in 10. So today we're going to focus on Pilates for digestion. So when you're feeling a little bit sluggish and you're feeling bloated or you're having issues with your digestion, just feeling a bit uncomfortable, I know that the last thing that people really want to do is exercise, especially if it's something quite strenuous. So the potential answer to that is Pilates. And we can take us through some nice gentle movements and stretches to help to alleviate some of that bloating and help to aid and ease digestion. So we're going to come up and over onto our back. So just get nice and comfortable. Lengthen out through your legs. This is going to stretch through the front, through the top of those stomach muscles. And just allow yourself to relax here. So let the shoulders go, the lower back. Think about reaching out, lengthening through those thigh bones. And if you feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch across the front of the stomach, you can bring your arms up over the head. So you're really reaching through the fingertips, through the toes, and feel that nice stretch down the front of the stomach. You might feel it into the lower back as well, which is totally fine. And just focus on the breathing. So breathe in through the nose, just let the stomach expand. And then breathe out through the mouth, letting everything draw back in. And then I just want you to gently start bringing the knees in towards the chest. So you could bring the feet onto the floor first, and then come and hug the knees in towards the chest. Now this might feel a little bit uncomfortable to start with if you're feeling quite bloated, but actually it can be a really good stretch and it can help to alleviate some of those bloating symptoms. So again, just focus on the breath. You could draw the knees in a little bit more if you want to. You might find that this actually brings a bit of a stretch into the front of the hips as well and into the lower back. And I just want you to lengthen your left leg away, but keep hold of your right knee. Draw it in a little bit more. And then we're going to take that right knee across the left leg. So you can use your hands to just help you draw that knee over. We're going to take both of our arms out wide. So then we're in a reclining twist position. So coming into twist moves is really good for aiding digestion, helping things like stomach cramps. Just keep both of those shoulders down on the mat. You might also feel this stretch come into the hip. Just keep breathing through it. Especially if this feels quite uncomfortable, just keep going with that breath. Really lovely stretch, lovely twist with the spine. Into the belly. And then gently come through the center. So take your time, lengthen that right leg away. We're going to bring the left knee in towards the chest. You can take hold of it with both hands if you want to. And then taking that left knee across the body, across the right hand side. Come and bring those arms back out. And you're just bringing your knee over to where it feels comfortable. So it might actually be lifted. You might be able to get your whole knee onto the floor. Or you might be able to get the foot down, but the knee is still a little bit lifted. shoulders on the floor, then that's absolutely fine wherever you are. If your shoulder's starting to lift, you might just need to reduce that twist a little bit. You might want to take your eye gaze to the back hand. You feel like that creates a deeper stretch for you. And then just gently come through the centre. Lengthen that leg out, and we're going to gently roll over onto our side. So just come up and over, onto your side, and then we're going to come all the way up and over into a child's pose. So come on up, toes together, knees wide, reach those arms away, and come and sink down into that child's pose. Now, the wider you take your knees here, the more of a stretch you'll feel in the hips. If you're quite bloated as well, you might need to take your knees wider so it feels more comfortable for your stomach, so that you have space for your belly. And that's perfectly fine. We don't want you to be too uncomfortable during this. So we're then going to progress this move a little bit into an up dog position. So from where you are now, I want you to start to lift the body. Think about rounding through the upper back. You're going to bring the knees in a little bit, so that they're parallel. As we roll forward, start to drop the hips down towards the mat. Press down through the palms, chest is lifted, and we take eye gaze out in front of us. Lovely. We're then going to push all the way back to that child's pose position. Keep the knees where they are. Sink back into that stretch. And we go again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift through the upper back. Almost like you're coming into that cat stretch that we've done before. Dropping down through the hips. Lifting through the eye gaze. Really good stretch with the front of your stomach into the hips and also into the lower back. Lovely. Push it all the way back. Really good. 2 more. Lift and round through the back. Lovely. We've got one more of these. Hopefully really feeling that stretch into the back and the front of the body here. Last time. Nice fluid movement. And then push back again to that child's pose position. Just rest here for a moment. Amazing work. Come and walk the hands in. And then we're going to come up and over and take a seat. So sitting with your legs crossed, ideally, if that feels comfortable for you. So we're on the sit bones, and I want you to bring your hands onto your knees. And we're just going to take some body circles. So you're going to bring the body forward, circle all the way around to the back, and then in a full circle. So this might feel a little bit strange to start with, just trying to get into the movement. But think about rounding through the shoulders when you get to the back, scooping in through the belly, taking that full circle. Good. I'm going to take 2 more in this direction. And then let's go back the other way. So a little bit more to think about going back in another direction, because you probably will have gone the way that you feel most comfortable, which is fine. See how this feels for you. So massaging through those internal organs throughout this class, mostly into the stomach. Lovely. Next time you come round, we're going to hold at the top. Take your right hand onto your left knee. We're going to lift nice and tall through the spine. Take your left hand onto the floor behind you, and then we're going to turn towards that left hand. So we come into a seated twist. Keep the spine long. Again, we come into a twist position, massaging through those organs, trying to ease those symptoms of bloating, anything else that might affect your digestion. Gently come round to the centre and let's change sides. Hand onto the knee, right hand behind, sit nice and tall and then turning towards that right hand. Good. Gently round to the centre, and that is the end of today's class. So hopefully you can feel the benefit of these moves and that your bloating eases a little bit. And you can do this as much as you want to if it's something that you suffer with quite a lot. So you can come back, do this routine whenever you want to, and hopefully it's helped.